Okay. So what do we want to achieve? What will be enough? Will it be enough if you're a director of the company?
No.
Why not? Because then you work day and night. So the director won't do it. Okay. That achievement, no, not enough. What else is enough?
Happiness.
Sorry?
Happiness.
Happiness. Okay, so when are we happy?
We achieved.
You see what's happening? We are running in a circle. If one thing is not enough, we need something else. And if that's not enough, then we need something else. And the whole time, we are in need of something. So what do we short?
Inner peace.
Inner peace. Now we're getting somewhere. Because if I'm happy, then everybody around me is happy. True? So if I wake up, hello. Hi. Ringside seat right in front. Awesome. You see? Gorgeous. So we started with, we wanted to be inspired. So we thought maybe money would inspire us. So the bank says, okay, fine, come and get. So, but then we decided if the money is finished, what then? Then we want achievements. So if we, to be a director of the company, we all decided it's not going to do it for us. Because then it's hard work. Okay? Hard work? No. And then this lady said, inner peace. Okay, which is true. If I wake up happy in the morning, my whole house will be happy. The children will be happy. The husband just must be happy. Will help him. And so then everybody leaves the house happy. True? Okay. Not true, man? Inner peace? Not true? True? Yeah. It's true. But then what happens if we come at home tonight? We went through a whole day of what? Is everybody happy that you see? You get to the robot is red. Are you happy? Of course. No problem with time. We're not in a hurry, we're happy. So we get to the office. And then the boss stands there and he says, are you happy? Whatever he says, I'm happy. Not true. So then we've got a meeting. And we only have a meeting if something is wrong. So are we still happy? So by tonight, when I get home, if I'm not happy, nobody else should be happy. True? So what are you laughing about if I'm not happy? So, okay. So it depends again on feelings. Everything is about feelings. If I feel sad, I expect everybody else to feel sad. If I laugh, I want everybody else to laugh. But it's not the way it's going to happen. Because if this one smiles, see?
She always smiles.
I know she always smiles. Huh? Well done, huh? And if this one smiles, oh, but now I've got this one. So what do? We ignore this one and we speak to this one. Because that's the easy way out. Because she smiles. So you know, whatever answer she gives will be fine. But whatever answer she gives will be what? Not what we want to hear. Not true. Look at the smile. Okay. So feelings is not going to do it for us. Depending on somebody else is not going to do it for us. So now what are we going to do? Because we need to survive in the world today. Kan ons hierdie twee blompot 'n bietjie net op ander tafels sit, skus. If we remove them, then everybody don't have to look through the Now you see. Awesome. Okay, so now we had achievements, we had happiness, we had inner peace. When do we achieve inner peace?
When we're content.
When we're content. Okay, content with what?
Everything around you, everything inside. Doesn't matter what comes, you're content.
Yes. Is it easy? Is it easy to be content with who you are? Are we satisfied with who we are? If we look in the mirror, are we satisfied? I saw that one first. We're never satisfied. If we look in the cupboard to get something to wear, are we satisfied? Oh, so there's always something else that we want. The green grass on the other side of the fence. So we're never content. Now what we're going to do? There's always something in need. Okay, so we don't have inner peace. We are not content. We are not happy. We are not achieving. We will never be satisfied. But what must bring the satisfaction in our life? What can bring satisfaction in our life? When will we be satisfied?
Gratefulness.
Gratefulness? Yes. Today I turned 40, and that was very long ago. The day I turned 40, I told my husband, I am now satisfied. Now I've got some experience. I know what life is about. My kids are fine. I'm satisfied. And what happened? All hell broke loose. With everything that I thought that I created around me to give me inner peace, achievements, happiness, gratefulness, whatever, content, it all fell apart. So there's always a journey that you're on. You're on the road. You are following a journey. If you have something to achieve, if you have something to look forward to, if there's something you follow, you will have your eyes focused. And you will be content because you are following. Whatever happens doesn't matter, because when it comes it must go. Because I am following something. But if I wake up this morning and I don't have anything to do, I have no plan in my life for this day, for next week, for next year, I'm going nowhere slowly. It doesn't matter how I feel then, whether I'm happy or not. It doesn't matter if I have achieved anything or not. It just doesn't matter whether it's morning or day or afternoon or night. It doesn't matter. Because I'm in any case only waking up because it's day and I'm going to sleep because it's night. I'm going nowhere, slowly, moving, round and about, satisfied with everything that happens to me, whether it's good or bad. And sometimes we fall in this trap, so then we get satisfied with this is the life that I've got. This is who I am. I will never be satisfied. I will never be always happy. Sometimes it must go bad with us. We are content that this is a life and this is how it is. Which I think is not true. Because I think God created us into His image. So if we are created into His image, and you see this lovely face, you see this face? Beautiful. And you see this beautiful face? Beautiful. But it doesn't look the same. You see these beautiful faces? And it's not the same. But we are all in His image. Created in His image. And now ladies, at least he's got a pink strap, so just give him earplugs and he'll be fine, okay? But ladies, when God created Adam, He used the dust. But when He created us, He used a rib bone. The dust wasn't good enough. We are set apart in a next level where men are wandering to get there. Because, let me say something. If we've got something to achieve, do we go for it? Of course. The first thing, the ladies don't hesitate. They go for what they want. Do we have endurance? Of course. Because we can work a day, we come home at night, we clean the dishes, do the food, do the kids, get everybody in bed, and still have time for ourselves. And then we wake up tomorrow morning and do the whole ritual all over again, and still with a smile on our faces. Are we disciplined? For sure. Always? No. But it doesn't matter. When it matters, we are disciplined. When it matters, we have endurance. When it matters, we are happy. We have an inner peace that we can give to somebody else. And we always care for the other one next to us. True? Do I think about you? Do you think about her? Does she think about this one? Of course. Just sometimes we will hoot the car. Do you have a problem here? Oh, no problem, man. No problem. So, what happens is that when we care for each other, we are doing what God created us for. When we do not think about our own families, but somebody else's kids, we do what God created us for. Our motto should be, woman is God in action. Do you think that? Or don't we know Him like that? Sometimes we know God as a history piece. We know He exists. We know Jesus Christ paid the price. We know the whole story. We know about the Holy Spirit being our guidance, being what. But when I wake up in the morning, rather, I don't have time for everything. It's I, me, and myself. But when it's I, me, and myself, the red robot will be an issue. The taxi will be an issue. The job will be an issue. The boss, for sure. Because it's I, me, and myself. I'm focused on me only. And that's not what we created for. We created for one another. We created to love one another. How do we love one another? Do I need to like her to love her? Because when do I like her? When I've experienced her, I like her or not. Depends on the experience. But God didn't say, like one another. He said, love one another. Unconditionally. Because that's who He is. He just loves us. And He loves our kids. And it's important for me that He loves my kids. Because if He loves my kids, they are safe in His hands. Because I cannot be with them 24/7 a day. But He is with them 24/7. I know that they are safe if they know Him. He will see to them wherever I'm not available. So, we still have a problem. No problem. You see, there's no problem here. Awesome. No problem. They said, I must just stand there, so it's difficult. I don't care about this. That's my kids. They're in God's hands. So there's no problem, man? No problem? Never a problem. Huh? It's a miracle. There's never a problem. No, huh? Never a problem? No. For sure not, eh? For sure not. Do we really experience God? Are we in His presence during the day? Do we know what He wants from us? Do we really know why He is God? Sometimes life can be so bad that we wonder, why did He create us? Why do we go through what we do? Because it's not always easy. Or it's basically never easy. Basically never easy. To survive in the world today. To survive, I'm working, yet I'm starving. I'm working, yet there's so many needs. So what else can I do to fulfill the need that we have in our lives? Because work doesn't do it. Money doesn't do it. As soon as it comes in, it's gone. There's a black hole. It just falls in there. I don't even see it go. It's just gone. True. It's never enough. The increase is never enough. Just for the one day that I've had the money, and then the next day there's nothing. Then we start all over again. The struggle. We struggle. True? Do we struggle in life? We struggle. We create our own issues. We moan and groan, which means we are never content. There's always something else that's bothering us. Always something else that we need. Always the green grass on the other side of the fence. So get to the stage to be totally content. We need to know what God is all about. Because now we have been brought up with you are never good enough. You will never be good enough. You will never achieve what I've got in mind for you. God is a God that will judge. Do we know the God of judgment? Are we brought up with the God of judgment? Aha! You see? Have you heard that one? Oh. We serve a God of love. Yet, every time we don't achieve what we to our standards, we look at Him if He's going to judge. And He will not. Because He will always love us. He will always love us. But we think, oh my goodness, I haven't been good enough. I didn't achieve. I, me, and myself. And then we come back to it again, all about me, and what about the others? So I've been in another circle that reached nothing. There were no beginning and no end, but myself. So if we can accept Him for who He is, if we can start believing for who He is, if we can accept that He is a God of life, that He is much alive as that He was 2,000 years ago for the disciples, then we're in another life. Then we are entering the kingdom of God. Then we are no longer in the world. Because in the world, you must work to achieve. You must work at happiness. You must work for inner peace. You must work for everything. Be formed to be what you want. And He performs. And He will make you into His image of who He is. And then happiness comes by itself. Because that's who He is. The fruit of the Spirit. Happiness, peace, long-suffering, mercy, grace, love. Everything is on the table for you today. You can see this lovely table sheet prepared for us this morning. But it's full of joy. Can you see the love on the table? Can you see joy? Can you see peace? If you can see with your eyes what your heart needs, you can fill your heart with it. If you can take your eyes away from what the world gives you, and you can look into the Spirit and experience God for who He is, you will never have lack. The 5 rand in your hand will be much more than what anything else you can achieve. Whether you are just cleaning the floors, or you are doing the director's job. The salary doesn't matter because God is providing. He's turning whatever you are earning into His provision. And then, it's a whole new world. Then you will be content. You will walk in the shops and look at stuff and you will know, I just don't need it. It doesn't matter. Dress for thousands. Because on the other hand, a dress and another dress and something else are pretty in its own way. Whether it's thousands or not. If it's beautiful, it's beautiful. You cannot measure it in money. The value for you with what you've got, you will be content with. The value for who you are, what you have achieved in life, whether it's a small portion or a giant portion, it doesn't matter. You will be content. You will be happy and you will have inner peace. So at the end of the day, why are we moaning and groaning? Because our eyes are set on the wrong things. Our eyes are set on bling-blings. And bling-blings is just plastic. It might be a crown, but it's still plastic. It might look like jewels, but there's no value. And that's what the world is offering us. It's offering a crown. A beautiful crown. Gorgeous. Does it give you any value? Is she now better than any of us? Is there any difference? Can I take the crown, man? I brought this one. Look at this. Beautiful. We tried this one. There was no problem at all. At the end of the day, we are all beautiful with or without the crown. We are beautiful with or without the bling-blings. So the world comes with a lie. It gives us, oh, look at your achievements. But when the fire comes, it burns like paper. But when you've got in your heart a life created by God, you cannot miss anything. And no fire can take it away. Because when the fire comes in your heart, it will even stir it up more. It will light the fire in you. You will shine as bright as the morning star, which is Jesus Christ. The bright morning star. When He comes up in your heart, nothing else matters. No quarrel with nothing, with nobody. Nothing the kids does. It just doesn't matter. It's not worth a fight, a moan or a groan. It's not worth anything. Because you will be content with the love in your heart. You will be full with love for everybody else around you. You will be satisfied with whatever you are, because you will be the best. And you will not be left at the level that you are at that stage. Because what God does, He always pushes us to the next level. He picks us up. If we fall down, get back up again to the next level, achieving more and more and more of the grace and the love that is given by Him. And then you will reach inner peace. Then you will be happy. Then you will notice that even your family around you changes. You will notice that even your friends changes. They will either disappear as quickly as possible, or they will become like family. And then we are building the body of Christ. Because we love one another. There's nothing wrong with your hair because it's not as beautiful as mine. There's nothing wrong with your brown eyes because they are not blue. There's nothing wrong with nobody. We will accept each other. There will be no shortcomings in our lives, in our families, in our circumstances. Everything will be in place. Does it mean that there will be no problems? Of course not. Because that's where the world is. That's where darkness is. That is what darkness do. The evil one, it's his work. It comes to kill, destroy. It's a thief in the night. But it will pass you by. Because your eyes are fixed on God. If my eyes are fixed on God, I will not see anything else around me that is not of Him. Whatever comes must just pass me by. Because it cannot touch me. I am in His hands. I am saved by Him. I'm set apart. If I'm set apart, nothing can come to destroy. Nothing can come and steal. The salary that I'm working for will be like millions. Because God doesn't work with money. He says you cannot serve God and mammon, which is money. But when you've got the money, He will take it and He will multiply it more and more and more. Do I have the experience of that? Yes. Are we living out of that experience? Yes. Nothing that I've told you didn't happen to me. Nothing that I've told you is just a nice story or a history word. It's life still today. Let me give you a small example. We've got a few houses that we rent out, okay? My children, they've got 3 houses, which gives them roughly, say, 12,000 in that. Which is a lot of money if you, what can you do with 12,000? Okay. 2 of the 3 houses are empty for 3 months now. The one house that is left is only a 1-bedroom house, which I rent out for 1,800 rand per month. Yet, in these 3 months, their own house, they have finished. They are building, they are putting, it's like a prefab house, so they're putting extensions on. They still have the baby with all the baby's needs. Nothing changed. Yet, 3 months later, they're still short nothing. Everything is still paid. Is it possible? Only God can do that. Do they still eat? Of course. Do they still put petrol in the car? Of course. Because when we move, when we get in the car, it's He that's driving it. So, which means, if God is driving the car, everything else is His responsibility. So if there's no diesel in it, I'm so sorry. It's His responsibility. If the car needs a checkup, it's His responsibility. It hasn't got anything to do. What happened? It's a mind change. The word says renew your mind. How do we renew our minds? With the washing of the word. What is the washing of the word? Reading the Bible. Because the word gives life. In the beginning was the word. And the word became man and lived among us. Jesus Christ. Which means that the Bible is Jesus Christ Himself. So you're sitting with Jesus Christ in your home. All you need to do is just open Him. And take what He has to give to you. Which is life. Every word is life. If you can eat the life, you will quicken your mortal body, says the word. Oh, now we're getting to strange things. How do we quicken our mortal body? Because everybody of us need to get older. I told you, 40 years. When I turned 40, that was many years ago. So, what does the word say? It quickens your mortal body. So if I eat the word, I eat life. But if we need to go to the world, it's medically explained that every 7 years, your body cells are regenerating. So you have no reason to get older. That's medically proven. Not even the Bible. So why do we turn older? Because we are content with the life we've got. When will we stand up, ladies, and say enough is enough? I will not go another step forward with what I've got. I am not satisfied with where I am. I need more. And the world cannot give me more, because all it's giving me, it's a circle of plastic. If I'm not satisfied with this one, I'll try and get another one, and another one, and another, and it will still come to nothing. But if I dare see God, the word says, I will find him. And if I've got him in my heart, I will never be satisfied with what I've got. And I will see more of him. Because the influences of God is so vast that I will never be able to grasp it all in one, in our heart. He gives us portions of him. And everybody's got a portion of God. Some influences of God in your life, which means that I doesn't look like them. Do we look the same? See, it's the same image, yet it's different. But she's got something of God that can put value in my life. So if I can love her like she loves me, we are sharing the love of Christ. And in sharing, we are sharing the influences of God to each other. Do we understand that? Yes. Do we understand that we will never be content with who we are, where we are, what we are doing? Ladies, we are strong. We are focused. If there's something we want, we will go and get it. That is how God created us. So stand up. And don't be satisfied with where you are. And reach for more. Don't reach for the bling bling, because the bling bling will burn in fire and come to nothing. Reach for that which is everlasting. And that's the life of Christ. Amen. Amen. Awesome. Okay, so one thing, and everybody knows that if there's anybody that doesn't know Jesus Christ, please, if you want to make right with him, welcome. Come and speak to me. We're enjoying tea and coffee, whatever. So if there's a need, if anybody wants to speak to me about anything, what we are doing, we are from Crystal Waters Ministries. We are, and you've been on camera, smile. Okay, ladies, you will be on Facebook tonight. Crystal Waters Ministries. Whatever happened here now, you will see tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. For the world available. So never underestimate who you are. Because you can, every time you open your eyes, you can change somebody else. You are more than enough. And you are capable more than enough. Because God created you into his image. You are more than enough. So give your love to somebody else. There's always somebody who needs it. Amen.